Hey, empowered educators. Today, I'm going to be talking about a framework that will set you up for success as you move into a leadership position, or if you are just starting out in a leadership position, which actually you're a teacher, so you're already a leader. So this is like typical administration position. We all know that the transition from the classroom into administration can be challenging, but with the right tools and mindset, you can thrive. So let's break down the Aspire framework designed to help you acknowledge your strengths, set clear goals, prioritize learning, inspire and influence, reflect and adapt, and engage with a mentor. Let's dive right in. Hi, friend. Are you ready to move into a leadership position? Do you have interests and ambitions that you want to pursue, but feel like you don't know how to take that next step? Maybe you want to start your own coaching or consulting agency. I'm Mel, and I help educators define their career path through correct mindset, knowing your options, and getting prepared for your career transition. I will show you how to level up your leadership skills, share your expertise in a new way, create impact on a larger scale, and put your leadership in motion. As an educator for over 20 years, I started to feel underused and like I had more to give. I knew when the time had come for me to leave the classroom and affect change on a larger level. Now, I'm ready to help you determine where your talents and skills mesh with your passions and interests. Put your leadership in motion and move into that next phase of your educational career journey. Let me help you define your career path by having the right mindset, knowing your options, and getting prepared for that next leadership position. So power up and put your leadership in motion. Hey guys, happy Friday. I am so glad that you joined me today. I've had a great week so far, and just having you here to end the week with me just makes me feel so good. I love seeing that you are listening and that you are out there, and I hope that what I'm sharing with you, what I'm giving to you, what I'm asking you to do, your bold action steps, I hope that is something that is really resonating with you and that you can use in your daily walk as an educational leader. I would really appreciate it if you could take just about 30 seconds and hop on over to Spotify and give me a rating, or hop on over to Apple Podcasts or Apple iTunes and leave me a rating and a review. That way I know what you like, I know what you're listening to, and it also helps me grow the show so I can continue to bring educational information to you through this type of platform. As I was prepping for this episode, I realized I hadn't done one of my acronym episodes in a while, so I thought I would bring that to you today. And the one I chose today is Aspire, because we have a lot of aspiring educational leaders out there. You're really already a leader. You are a teacher. You're a leader. You're leading kids. You're leading parents. You're leading your coworkers. But you may aspire to move into a titled leadership position. And I wanted to bring some content to you specifically based around being an aspiring leader or someone who is brand new to leadership. And that's why I chose the acronym ASPIRE. So A is for acknowledge your strengths. First up, you have to acknowledge all of those wonderful skills that you all have acquired over the years, your experiences, your strengths, your talents. Recognizing and leveraging your specific, your unique strengths and skills is crucial. It not only builds your confidence, but it also guides your leadership style. And it helps you to identify your gap areas where you can use someone else's skills, their strengths, to fill in those gaps where you may be a little bit shy in that area. And when you know what your strengths are, your skills, your talents, those experiences that you've lived all of your life, you can really lead with authenticity and make a bigger impact because you're able to use your story, your experiences to help others grow and to lead them more authentically. And I'm not going to give you a tip without giving you an action step to follow as well, because I'm an educator and that's what we do. So your action step is that I want you to take a moment and list your top 5 strengths. Really do an audit of your strengths. Think about what makes you stand out. What are your specific areas that you are really good at? Then find a way to apply these strengths in your current role. And if you're not sure, ask your colleagues. Don't be shy. Seek some feedback from them. That's going to give you some really good additional insights into your own strengths because they may see things in you that you don't see in yourself. Or you may think you have a strength area. One example would be communication. You may think you're a great communicator, but then others are constantly thinking, wow, I have no idea what you're saying to me, or I don't know what you want me to do. And when you seek that feedback, you can get clarity in that area. And then you can either grow in that area, or you can realize this may not be a strength that I have right now. I'm going to have to work on this. I'm going to choose another strength area that I feel very confident in. And I'm going to use somebody else's skills. I'm going to leverage someone else's skill as a communicator, as an example, to help with communication until you get much better at that. Next is S for set clear goals. Defining clear, achievable goals for your leadership journey is essential in making sure that you are going to succeed. Goals provide direction. They're like a little roadmap for your success. And it helps you stay focused and motivated. And when you set goals and you accomplish those goals, then you're going to be able to celebrate those accomplishments, even if they're small accomplishments. I went for a jog this morning. I haven't jogged very much in months, and it was hard. I actually went yesterday as well, but this morning I decided to do a quick little video, and it helped really remind me that journey is hard, getting back into jogging. And I walk mostly right now, but I do jog as much as I can until I just can't anymore. But celebrating the success that I went 2 days in a row, and that I went a little farther today than I did yesterday, and it was a little easier today than it was yesterday, is something that I can celebrate. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be even more motivated to get up early before it gets hot, get out there, and I'll be able to go even a little bit farther than I did today, and I'll feel so good once it's done. It's hard. I don't want to. In a way, I do want to in a way, but I know it's going to be hard. So then that makes me not want to, but doing it and being successful makes me want to keep going. So your action step is to grab your journal and write down 3 short-term and 3 long-term leadership goals. Make sure that they're specific, that they're measurable, that you can attain them. Set a timeline so you know when you're accomplishing your goal, and then track your progress regularly and then adjust if you need to. Next is P. We're moving into how we have to prioritize learning. Prioritize your own learning. Continuous learning is absolutely the key, guys, to enhancing your leadership skills. I continue to learn every day. You know I'm a podcast junkie. Not only do I create podcasts and publish podcasts, but I am an avid listener of podcasts. I grow myself professionally and personally listening to podcasts, but I also listen to books on tape. I read. I talk to other people and network because I want to prioritize my learning, because I want to do the best job that I can at whatever it is that I'm doing, whatever God has laid in front of me. I want to do my best job. And so I have to prioritize my learning to make sure that I'm doing my best job. And when you're in education, staying informed and educated helps you to adapt to those new challenges, to new opportunities. You make sure that you are staying abreast of new information in education, new ways of doing things, what works for other schools, other teachers. And you gain some great new ideas when you do that, when you network, when you learn, when you listen. Your action step for prioritize your learning is to choose a leadership book or a course or a podcast or a workshop, whatever it is that you want to do, and engage with it over the next month or so, depending on what it is. If it's a podcast, choose the episodes that fit you and listen to those. Maybe listen to one a day if they're short. Maybe binge a little bit on the weekend if you have that opportunity. But make sure that you schedule some time, dedicate some time every day, or at least a certain number of times during the week to engage in whatever it is that you've chosen to do. Remember, investing in yourself, investing in your learning is always a great idea. It's always beneficial. Learning is never wasted. Even if you realize I'm doing something wrong or I need to change the way I'm doing something, that is learning. Then we're moving on to I. Inspire and influence. Motivating and influencing others by leading with passion and authenticity. Can't talk today. It is powerful. When you try to be something you're not, you can do it for a little while probably, but you're eventually either going to wear out or people are going to realize this is really not who you say you are. So be genuine. Be authentic. Your enthusiasm and your genuine approach will inspire your team and drive results. Your action step is to identify a key initiative or vision that you are very passionate about and share it with your team. Share it with your coworkers or share it with people you network with. Encourage their input and collaborate on bringing this vision to life. Leadership is about creating a shared vision and working together to achieve it. And this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do it within the context of your school building. There are some great things that you can do outside of the school building as well. I know that a couple of my friends, they are doing podcasting and teaching others about how to leverage student voice in the form of a podcast and teaching students how to podcast and how that can fit in education. And this is a passion project of theirs that's not necessarily done within the context of their school. They're maybe doing it on the side. I think they're doing it in school as well, but they're doing it on the side because this is their passion. This is authentically who they are and what they love. R is reflect and adapt. Regular reflection on your experiences and the willingness to adapt your strategies is crucial for effective leadership. It is crucial for meeting your goals. Flexibility and self-awareness go a long way, guys. I have had to learn to be more flexible in my thinking, to be a good leader. And that started with self-awareness. I had to realize that I was a little rigid in my thinking about things sometimes, and I didn't really necessarily value collaboration or networking because I wanted to do things my way. I'm just going to be very authentic with you right now. But now I am like, I want to talk to anybody that I can. I want to hear your side of things, your opinion, your perspective, because you can probably provide me with some amazing ideas that I would not have thought of on my own. Your action step is to set aside some time each week to reflect on your leadership experiences. And if you are not in a leadership position, typical titled leadership position, and you feel like you don't have any experiences to reflect on, start making some experiences. Ask to lead things. Ask to lead workshops. Talk to your building leaders and see if there is an area where you can build your leadership skills. Then journal about what went well, what could be improved on, and how you can adapt moving forward. This is really also going to help you think a whole lot more about what your leadership style is or what you want your leadership style to be. And there is not one specific leadership style that you're going to be. I know that there are names for all kinds of leadership styles, but a good leader is a mix of different leadership styles. You cannot be solely one type of leadership. And if you are, I'm pretty sure your building is not going to be as successful as it could be. And doing all of this is going to help you evolve and grow as a leader. Last is E for engage with a mentor. And I have talked about collaborating. I've talked about having a mentor. in many areas of your life, not just your professional life. Seeking guidance and support from a mentor who has experience in leadership can provide you with some valuable insights, some great information, some perspectives that you didn't think of, and they can help you navigate those challenges. If nothing else, they can be a thought partner or someone who can hold you accountable. So identify a potential mentor within your network and reach out to them. Schedule regular meetings to discuss your leadership journey and seek their advice. A mentor's perspective can be incredibly beneficial. And there you have it, the Aspire framework so you can be successful in your leadership journey. I'll go through those again. A, acknowledge your strengths. S, set clear goals. P, prioritize learning. I, inspire and influence. R, reflect and adapt. And E is engage with a mentor. This framework will help you transition into leadership roles and excel. Remember, acknowledging your strengths, setting those clear goals, prioritizing your learning, inspiring others, reflecting and adapting, and engaging with a mentor are all steps that will guide you on your leadership journey. You've got this, guys. You are empowered educators. Have an amazing weekend. I will see you back here, same time, same place next week. Bye-bye.